Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, Sports Jazz, Josh and Isaac. Josh, yeah, as Amorim's work permit was issued, or was everything was worked on. We also had 5 assistants of Amorim who came in today. I mean, they were also part of the training session, and in that, of course, we have his assistant, or the second in charge, 29-year-old. The second in charge, Carlos Fernandez. And I see from the Man United website, they say Fernandez is set to be Amorim's right-hand man, a job that he occupied at Sporting. The 29-year-old has forged a close relationship with our head coach, having been also on his staff at previous clubs like Baraga and Casapia. Then George Vital, first team goalkeeping coach or goalkeeper coach. Prior to starting work together at Sporting in 2020, George and Ruben were Braga colleagues during the latter's time as a player and coach at the club. Vital will come to lead our men's goalkeeping staff, working closely with assistant Mawson. Then we also have Adelio Candido, first team coach, subject to visa. Like Fernandez, Candido has been on Amorim's previous staff at Casapia, Braga, and Sporting Lisbon. The 28-year-olds remain subject to receiving a visa. Then we have another first team coach, Emmanuel Ferro. By the way, he's highly rated. They say he's one of those pieces that have helped Ruben Amorim. Him and Carlos Fernandez have been very vital to helping Ruben Amorim at Sporting Lisbon to deliver results. We have Emmanuel Ferro. Ferro worked at Benfica between 2006 and 2009, during which Amorim was a player at the Lisbon club. The pair reunited in the dugout at Sporting, where Emmanuel spent 9 years in total before coming here. Then, of course, we have the man himself, physical performance coach, sports scientist coach in Paulo Barreira. Barreira returns to the UK, having previously plied his trade at Arsenal and Liverpool. He also added experience to his CV in Saudi and the UAE before linking up with Ruben at Sporting in 2020. Everyone at United would like to welcome Adelio, Carlos, Emmanuel, George, and Paulo to the club, to Manchester United, something that I believe is really nice. And Josh, as I said, there's another manager. There's another coach that is supposed to be joining Man United. Still part of his entourage is an analyst. His name is Ecuador Rossellini. He's also subject to visa. The visa is yet to be approved. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, Sports Jazz. Those are the main dudes, or the main heads behind Amorim. He's come with them. He carried the whole basket, and he has delivered them to us at Manchester United. Bro, actually 5 of them. 4 of them
carried a bucket.
He carried a bucket.
Maybe a bucket, not a basket, because they could just go through the basket.
I can't wait to see what he's going to be cooking, man. I can't wait to see what he's going to be cooking.
You should,
I'm very excited.
You should actually feel very sorry for Ipswich, because you don't want to be Ruben Amorim and a Manchester United player, and you fail to show up versus Ipswich, because in the eyes of the manager, he could just write you off. Yes, you're not that player who will be playing for him. And Ruben Amorim, with the reputation that he comes with, he does not want to come and take the game lightly, because all the tests are there. And he has there's this thing that he might fail to actually play well in the Premier League. He's not tested. He's not been at a big club. Manchester United is a whole other kettle of fish, so it might be just too big for him. But Ruben Amorim, his presence alone is infectious. So I do believe the players who are there, and they do understand the ideas that he puts across. He's a very good communicator, so I don't have a problem with him getting his message across. But the players are the ones that I do have a problem with, because oftentimes United enters football games and gives you maybe 20 minutes that are very good, and the rest of the 70 minutes of the 90, I mean, we are shadow of ourselves. You don't know if the
I
players
hope,
want
I hope,
to play what they
I
started
hope I
with.
don't see
So
that.
no,
I
me,
hope
I
I don't
don't.
see any of that anymore.
For
I
me,
hope I
if I
really don't.
see any
I
of
want to
that,
see
if I see
beautiful
any of
football,
that,
man.
it
Yeah.
is okay if I don't see that, because these are the players that we've had, and this thing has been happening so often. All I want to see is the manager to have the balls to just pull out a player who is performing below par. It doesn't
Mm,
matter whether it's 12 minutes into the game, but for as long as you're not carrying the instructions that were given to you at Carrington onto the pitch, just get off the pitch. Get off the pitch. I mean, if it is Toby Collier who understands the instructions of the manager better than Casemiro does, then Toby
it
Collier
should
should
be.
be selected.
You're already,
Yeah,
you're already giving
I'm
it out.
ready to see Toby Collier. I'm ready to see Harry Yamas. I'm ready to see the players, only the players who are buying into the ideas of the manager, because
Mm,
that's what I want. I mean,
okay.
for us to progress, for us to move forward, we should be able to have players who are going to play 90 minutes of that high intensity football.
Mm,
I know it doesn't come easy. I mean, the turnaround is too quick. He's just been here for less than 10 days, but things are moving very fast. But the game is here, and we have to play the game, and we have to play Ruben Amorim's style of football.
well, I agree, Josh. And guess what was called to training or to join the training today? It was a 16-year-old English, although born DRC, Godwill. Is it Kukonki? Very hard.
Kukonki.
Yeah, no, Kukonki, Goodwill. Sorry, yeah, Goodwill Kukonki was called up to the first team training for the first time under Ruben Amorim. Remember what I told you? He likes kids. He likes working, and I do agree. If he's going to be working with the kids, I mean, that means they are going to turn out so good. He's, by the way, a left-footed center back, and I'm hoping he also turns up very well. 16-year-old, very tall, 6'5", according to some reports. And I mean, I can only imagine, but 6'5", that's really, really, that's something.
Yeah, as in he's taller than Chido Obi Martin,
Yeah,
and he's closer to Joshua Zakzi.
Joshua Zaxi. Zaxi is also a very, very tall guy.